Hey guys, Super Console Final Wars here, and this is going to be the audiobook that features me and Ruby, and if you're wondering what is it called, well, you guys can tell from the title, it's called A Big Fight for Love. A name that was given to me by Super Burning Godzilla 2020, God of all monsters. So, also give him a super huge thank you in the comments below, because without his help, I will not be able to come up with a good name. And also, thank you for helping me with all the other projects on my previous channel. Thank you so much. To be honest, I don't know where I'll go without your help, to be honest. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin. At Team Ruby's base, Yang was looking for her little sister, Ruby. Ruby was the team leader. Ruby Rose was also quite lonely lately. And this troubled Yang, Crow, and Tai. Ruby is his uncle and father. Yang, of course, found her little sister. Hey, Ruby. Ruby almost jumped up and surprised. Oh, Yang, it's just you. Sorry, I scared you like that, Ruby. Yang sat down right next to her little sister. It's fine. Ruby, are you okay? You haven't acted like yourself for the past 3 years. Is something bothering you? Is it Mom? No, it's not that. I really hope you find her in the near future, though. She's been gone for almost 18 years. Yeah, I know. It's not like her to be gone that long. But it's something a bit more personal that's bothering me. Then what is it? It's about having a relationship with a guy. Yang's eyes were widened. That's what's bothering you? You want to have a relationship with a guy? Well, see, I knew you won't understand. No, Ruby, sis, I understand. It's just that that's what's bothering you for the past 3 years. That's what's been troubling you? Oh, yeah. Most of our team members have... They have their dates. And it's kind of unfair because I don't have a crush on anyone. Ruby, look. Love can't just come out of nowhere like that. It takes time. A lot of time. Plus, who knows when you'll find your future boyfriend? Is it a guy that you're looking into, or just a guy not interested in gay relationships? It's because people ship me with... Never mind. Well, sis, I could help you out with that. Nah, because the last time you helped me out with something like that, I almost ended up not in a good way. That was only 4 years ago. Come on, give me a break. Yang, I'm fine. Just please drop it. But Ruby, I want you to be happy though. Yang, just drop it. Okay, just forget that I mentioned anything and just move on. Or just go do something. It's obvious I'm never gonna get a boyfriend. Yang, in defeat, walked away from her little sister. She is deeply... She cares about her little sister more than anyone else. But it pains to see her little sister like this. And all this because she doesn't have a boyfriend? That's something even a bit more newer. She seen Ruby having problems similar to this. But this one was just completely new and out of nowhere. Ruby stood quiet all alone. She closed her eyes and wondered if she'll ever get someone, or find a guy who is her type, or her soulmate, even. She remembered that her mother said that it's up to her to decide who is her soulmate, who will be destined to be with them. Ruby has never found a guy who is compatible to her, or even her soulmate. It's hard for her to be a team leader, a niece, a sister, a daughter, a friend. It's hard for her to keep all this in line and keep all this in the back of her head. But yet the one thing that she desires the most is a boyfriend. Not just any boyfriend, someone who can protect her in a similar way that her father protected her mother. But someone who understands her pain. Someone who can be there by her side. Someone who will free her from this never-ending pain of being alone. That's the one thing she does not want to be. Alone. No matter how many times people say this, but Ruby doesn't accept the fact that they're not helping at all. She tried asking for help about any guys who were interested in dating her, but they were all nothing. They all weren't right for her. They weren't exactly her type. And it pains her that the fact that no one's her type. She decided to go to her room and just sit there for a while. On an unknown island, a giant triceratops was running through the forest while being chased by a Carnotaurus by the name of King 3 and his two siblings, followed by a dark raptor by the name of Dark Dragon, then followed by an Allosaurus by the name of Zilla 2000, then a V-Rex by the name of Super Burning Godzilla, and finally a Tarbosaurus by the name of Godzilla 2023, or Super Godzilla Earth. Sometimes he changes his names and his friends normally get annoyed. The Master Triceratops got into a tight corner. He looked and saw that his attackers were not far behind him, that's for sure. Alright guys, remember, don't attack yet unless the boss shows up. King 3 said, "Come on, boy, I want to attack right now." King 3's younger brother said, "No, we can't attack, not unless the boss shows up. No, this guy almost had us killed last time when we tried to take him down. Would you two just shut the frick up?" The team kept their distance from the massive animal, and then their leader by the name of Super Godzilla Final Wars shows up and bites the Master Triceratops on his neck. What are you waiting for? Attack, you idiots! King Ted 3 and his two siblings grab the Triceratops by his legs and tail, while Zilla and Super Burning Godzilla and Dark Dragon and grab the front legs to try to make him fall down. While Godzilla 2023, or Super Godzilla Earth, he grabbed the tail while preventing the Triceratops from smacking King Ted 3 and his two siblings off of him. Eventually, the giant collapsed on the ground. The Super Final was snapping its neck. That should do. Is everyone alright? Everyone was alright. And finally, they could get a chance to eat, but they'll have to wait for Super Finals to get done first. King Ted 3's other sibling got a little mad about this. Come on, bro, you know the rules. This goes by every pack. Alpha gets to eat first. He calls dibs when it comes to food. That'll never change, and it'll never will. Heck, if we're patient enough, maybe he might save some of the good, juicier parts of the carcass. The others waited patiently for Super Flowers to get done with his meal. After he was done, he saved only a few good parts of the Triceratops left. And then the trio finally rushed in to get a piece of their own, one of the Triceratops. Super Flowers decided to sit on a rock, waiting for his friends to get done eating. He was looking at the sky, and there was something weird about his behavior lately. Lately, he'll just go off patrolling the area as usual, without the others behind his tail. Or he'll just normally run off straight back to his mountain, which is at the center of the island itself. But instead he just sits there, staring at the sky. Like Ruby, he too was suffering under a very bad situation. A very bad type of situation. There was no girls around who was compatible to him. And the island natives were the people who lived on Skull Island in 2005. The same year when the King Kong on that island was killed. Well, brought to the mainland and then killed when he escaped. Super Finals was surprised that they even made it this far. But now the Skull Islanders now worship him and his friends as their gods. But they mainly been offering the good sacrifices to Super Final Wars. While King Ted 3, Zilla 1000, Super Burning Godzilla Dark Dragon, and Super Godzilla Earth got the lame sacrifices. And it's understandable why Super Finals would get the good sacrifices. Because he's basically the one who's in charge of the island.